Oh, I don't have my... Alright, let's fix this. Here, have some WoW audio. What? Well. Oof. What do we have here? So I'm still sick, but I'm getting better. I've upgraded to a stronger antibiotic. And I have one more pill to take. However, I might have to go to a doctor if it doesn't work. Hey, Leon. It is me. It is I, Designer Dave. Throat bacteria phage infested designer of games. The coughing is down, so I shouldn't be... Alright. Full disclosure, I played on Zenrai yesterday. But I was so miserable that I didn't want to stream it. So... I'll catch you guys up as I adjust some settings here first. Because it's supposed to be a complete tale of Zenrai, but yesterday I was in such a... Ugh, I felt like I was sweating. So it wasn't good. It wasn't good. I didn't want to be on camera. And I guess I could have played without camera, but I also wouldn't have been able to talk very much because my voice was dead giving... It was just given out. So it was more like... I guess I should have roleplayed it undead. That might have made more sense. Are we gonna get background if I go too far to the right here? I wish I could cover out my mic, but I guess I can't. Should I zoom out? Yeah, that makes sense. Oh. Okay. It's Musk definitely gave a Nazi salute twice. And what is this doing in the middle of my screen? His expectation, I think, was that everyone was going to do it back to him. And whether or not he thought that was a funny thing or not, I really couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you what that psychopath is thinking. But I know that every time he speaks on a topic that I have researched or have an interest in or have background knowledge of, especially games, he comes off as fraudulent to me. And in all likelihood, that means that he is fraudulent on every topic. And based on his background, that would align with what I know about Nepo babies, who never really had to do anything but take their mommy and daddy's wealth around with them in a bag to get all the things that they want in life. So, whether you want to call it luck or circumstance, he's been able to exploit the capitalist system in such a way that he's now pretty much unaccountable for his actions. And in fact, the Trump administration has decided to give him more ridiculous powers than ever. And soon he'll be doing, like, reviews of federal spending. And he'll gain access to all of the databases involved in that. Which I'm not sure if that means taxpayer stuff or not, but I do have concerns that it might. Is there a quest? Oh, it's the Elder. But if I go in there, it's going to trigger the whole event. Okay, I'll have to not do that. Please don't come this way. Ah, itchy. Anyways, I would be quite worried that people like this are in charge. However, people like this were always in charge They just were able to hide it a little better, or the news didn't report on it. For example, Joe Biden has a very long history of being a racist piece of shit. And he was against integration busing for schools. He was against women having the right to choose. His entire career was that. So what we're going through right now is just the quiet parts out loud. And what's funny is that people react to that, or at least the neoliberals react to that, like, oh, if our side were in power, then, you know, this wouldn't be happening. But they were in power, and they've been in power many, 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 many times. And what happens under them? Same shit. Same shit happens. It was under Biden that we lost Roe v. Wade from the court system. It was under Biden that deportations skyrocketed to record amounts. And now Trump is like, I'm going to deport even more people. It's like, wow. This is the basis for what now? Should I try to kill the... No, that's a dumb idea. I'm currently specting combat daggers, so it's not really conducive to trying to take out any boss mobs. I know I can take them out and then I can vanish afterwards, though. So I'll... Oh, really? You know, I probably could have killed that one. That was not a necessary vanish. Of all the things to resist, a fucking gnome. So what I'm doing here is I realized I don't have the Corehound belt recipe, which comes from the dude in the tavern over there. So I'm gonna go try and get that. I assume that I'm exalted with these guys, but I actually have no idea. I could be totally wrong. Anyways, let's hope that Musk goes away soon. Because what I think will end up happening is that Musk and Trump will get into some sort of disagreement, and that'll be the end of it. A national socialist? Who? Who's a national socialist? There is not a single socialist in government. The closest you could consider in the US is Bernie Sanders, and even he is questionable. What is the... Okay, I already have it. Corehound belt. Is this not a recipe that you get here? Okay, where do you get this fucking recipe? It said it was from this guy. There should be AQ40. There's a question of if I go with EU or I wait for the NA one tomorrow morning. And I've asked them, like... Well, I guess I can wait till the EU one's about to start, and then if they don't need me, then I'll go to bed. And then I'll wake up for the NA one in the morning. Do I think Musk is a Nazi? I don't know what YouTube's gonna do. It'll demonetize this, that's fine. Do I personally think he is? Yeah, probably. So, here's my thinking. He grew up in apartheid Africa. So he grew up with racism all around him. He got beat up and bullied in school. I'm guessing those were people of color who did that, but it could have been everybody because he was a belligerent nerd in all the wrong ways. Oh, it doesn't matter. I get demonetized all the time. It really doesn't. There's not, almost no money comes from the advertising. So I don't even run ads if I can avoid it. Okay, where's this lava core belt then? Alright, let me look it up. I give up. If I haven't found it by now, I'm never going to find it. Let's see here. Wah. Wah. Being sick gives an interesting timbre to my voice. I really should do a character or two while I have this effect on. Effect. Like it's a... like it's a sound effect that I can apply. Alright. Lactose Dark Bargainer. Found in Blackrock Depths. Is that who I'm at? Yeah. Is this... Why doesn't he have this recipe then? Corehound Belt. Lava Belt? Where's Corehound Belt? He doesn't have it. I'm so confused. How do you get this recipe then? Do I have to kill him? I'm so confused. Revered faction is required? Let me check my Thorium Brotherhood. Skills, reputation, Thorium Brotherhood, honored. Okay. I don't have it. I'm not revered. Unfortunate. Alright, well apparently I need to grind on this. How would I define a Nazi? I would say anyone who believes in the racial superiority and the application of power to assert dominance over other races. Probably a Nazi. You could say that's also a broad definition of fascism, but... or you could be very specific. Let's look up the definition. I mean, why not? Alright. Nazism. Formerly named National Socialism is the far-right totalitarian socio-political ideology and practices associated with Adolf Hitler and the Nazi Party in Germany. So that's like the core definition. If you would say, if you were talking about a literal Nazi, which obviously can't really exist anymore, unless we're talking about, you know, people who still read Mein Kampf and think that believe Adolf Hitler was the right person for the job or whatever. I would say that that's pretty rare these days. And what we have now is more a general racist fascism. Though maybe in America, I would call it's definitely a form of fascism, but it is not ultra-nationalist, this fascism. It is definitely classist, and it is less about race and more about money and power. Maybe we need a new word. I would say with Musk in particular, he's just a malignant narcissist at this stage. And maybe he didn't start out that way, but boy, he really can't take anyone disagreeing with him. You know, since we're here, we may as well pickpocket everything. I do wonder. Also, how do I get more Thorium Brotherhood faction? Is there an easy way to do it? Something I could kill to get to Revered? Oh, finally, lockbox. Jeez. I recognize this background sound. It's the same one they use in Neverwinter Nights. I think. It's off of a CD of, like, what you call it, sounds that you can collect. Or sounds that you would use for audio stuff like this. So, whatever Musk's actual beliefs in terms of ideologies, he definitely threw up a double Nazi salute. So, what do we do in that situation? Like, who's going to educate him? Who's going to tell him, hey, that's wrong? And he's pretending like he didn't do it, and then later on he basically admitted he did. And he's like that with everything. It was the same with the... And this is where he sort of really exposed himself. It was the same with the what's the game called? Path of Exile 2. He basically said he was one of the top players. And then he showed himself playing, and it was very clear to any gamer that he really didn't know how to play that character very well, that he was doing very inefficient things, that he wasn't using his mana. Something that even a Diablo player could tell you was important. Rather, he wasn't using his mana potion to replenish his mana. And then he when questioned on it, he made a whole big bullshit about, like, oh yeah, that character's run by Elon Ma, ha 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 ha. He's a very good player, ha ha ha. Basically trying to say it was him, and everyone knew it wasn't. And it's like, what is the point of this? What are you doing? Who are you fooling at this stage? Do you think I could... I mean, we could try. Let's switch up gear and try and kill something here. If it goes successfully, maybe we'll kill one of the bosses earlier. Do you agree with the ad boycotts on X after his "you have said the actual truth" moment? I don't know about this actual truth moment. It's tough to keep up on what stupid shit Elon Musk is doing today, because he's constantly doing new stupid shit, and it's really annoying. It's really annoying to me. It's like, could you just do one stupid thing per day? But no, it's like... he seems to have a cascading effect of he does something stupid, and then he does multiple things stupid on top of it, because he's upset himself, and he's throwing a tantrum. He's trying to come off as cool but failed. I feel so much secondhand embarrassment. I don't even, like... He is a narcissist, so let's start from that basis. He has a severe need to feel like he is respected and loved, to the point where he makes secondary accounts on Twitter to talk himself up, which is really pathetic and sad. He really... It demonstrates how he really shouldn't be given power, because that type of person is unstable and isn't able to handle the responsibilities that come with having power over other people, and in particular, this guy should not have all the data that he has right now. That's the really scary part, I think. From the perspective of someone who... I mean, we've seen security leaks like you wouldn't believe, so... Why are we giving this guy anything? Ugh. I just had some lemonade. It's very acidic. Alright, let's bust these open and see what happens. Actually, no, Dave. Get the shit on your bar, you dumbass. Jesus Christ. Blade Fury, that's very important. And I'd like to have Flourish at the ready. Your HTC Vive just arrived? Congrats. What's an HTC Vive? HTC Vive. Is that a phone? HTC Vive. Oh, that's a headset. You're going full on AR with like one of the best ones out there as far as I know. Nice. Let me know how you feel about VR in general. Because I still struggle with it. I just can't put it together. Best worst choice of last week was starting to do PvP for the first time. Oh my god. The struggle is real, huh? I'm thinking about it myself. I want to do it. Now that I have the Kingsfall dagger, I think it would be more fun. At the very least, I'll be able to compete even with severe lag, though my lag has been really good the last couple days. What? Okay. I didn't do this correctly at all, did I? It still might work out for me, though. That's going to be closer than I would like, though. Interesting that two of them decided to just F off. Alright. Quite strange. And that was with no buffs. That wasn't bad at all, actually, then. Isn't VR dying? Game development studios have stopped supporting it for the most part and have moved away. So there's a lot less games at this time period. And but those who are sticking with it are really sticking with it, so it's not so bad. I don't know why I'm only eating food. Well, I guess I'm trying to keep it cheap, huh? Alright, let's see. Maybe if I pull him... I'm gonna wait for that. Oh, maybe I should wait for... Just 13k. No, this'll be fine. His friend didn't even come. That's weird. I'm not sure what to make of that. I didn't even poison my weapons. I am so bad today. Struggling to hit him, though. Oh, he's dead. Oh, that's it. Oh, it's that Rage Fury eye patch. That's cool. I already had that, though, so it's not... It is 2% crit strike on a headpiece at level 52. That's quite nice. Yeah, I already had it. Alright, whatever. Is this giving me any faction? It's not. How do you get Thorium Brotherhood faction? Is it just those turn-ins? God, I really don't want to do those ever again. Let's throw some poisons on my weapons. There's a lot more mods that make VR available for all games as long as they run on Unreal Engine variants. Ah, yes, I've seen that. That is a good point. You don't necessarily need them to make games for VR if they at least support the VR option. which I think is a good way to go about it. It's just another way to play. But as to games being made specifically for VR, I think there's a lot less of them at the moment. If I piss him off, is there any way I can... Slash lazy pig. Hold on. Do not... Oh, gossip auto-processing is off. Audible messages. Don't do that. That's a chat filter. I'm not sure what that means. Alright, let's try talking to him. See what happens. I just want to get him into this room first. Where's his crew? They didn't come with him. Oh shit. What's the matter? You're gonna shower? Oh, okay. I don't know. Go, go, go. Yeah. I'll come help in a second. Yes, I will. Hold on. You can't wait like 1 minute? 1 minute. I'm just asking 1 minute. Alright. How did those guys not pull? Alright, here, I'll let you guys watch the bar scene. I gotta go. I'll be right back, I hope. Okay! my god. Oh. So much child aggro, yes. Should I pull the rest of these? I guess so. Oh, I got them all. What's that key? Oh, 12 relic coffer keys. Do you suppose I could open all those? Is it worth it? Hmm. What do you think? Why card games are so expensive, both IRL and digital? Question. It depends on the game. I think generally the goal was for them not to be expensive to start. So that's why you'll have like, well, back in my day, like $6 starter decks that you could purchase that have everything you need to play. And then of course the boosters are like, I remember them being like $1.25, but I could be wrong. And then they were like $2.50, and now what are they? How much is a Magic the Gathering booster for like a modern series? Magic the Gathering booster cost. Newest set. Is that gonna work? Is AI gonna help here? It's generated. What? $5.25 for a single booster pack? And a collector booster costs $25? Okay, well, prices are clearly out of control. This is unaffordable, I would say, for the majority. That's an impending collapse of that industry. You can upload your own models. Are you talking about VR chat? There are a lot more mods that make VR available for all games. Okay, we went through all that. Your 1700 quest journey is nearing its end. 170 left. Damn, dude. Artificial scarcity. Basic boosters are about $7. Jeez. Yeah, that's way too much in my book. Did I already pickpocket everything? I think I did. Let's go fight the other boss down there. See how that goes. Not the golem guy, but the other one. Yeah. MTG prices make Hearthstone look like a game for homeless people. Hearthstone, you don't have to pay anything, do you? You could theoretically earn all the cards over a period of... okay, when I played it, it was like a period of a year and a half. You could get all the cards. If you, like, religiously played. Not that I would want to. Let's try killing this one. Do I have Vanish? I do. I'm just curious if they're gonna try and run away. Oh, wow. Not bad. I'll save that for later. And jewel crafting recipe? Jeez. Alright. So I did kill this guy last time. And then afterwards a bunch of shit came at me. I think I just need to... whatchamacallit? Vanish. So let's try it out. Says he's immune? Okay, I'm a little bit worried this is taking too long. Yep. Can I do it? Nope. Well, well. Shit. I almost had it. My DPS was a little too low, and that's just a byproduct of not having enough of these. Alright, I must check on my child. I'll be right back. Let me answer questions real quick if I can. As long as you don't play sanctioned events, just proxy everything. Indeed. You can spend like $200 a year and have lots of different decks while playing semi-regularly. But it's much cheaper for Blizzard to make Hearthstone expansions than WoW or Diablo expansions, so the price is probably too high. That's exclusively a card game thing. It's getting a little bit more expensive for them because they're trying to do something with art, but more on that later. Alright. Hopefully everything's reset. Let me think about what buffs. It was a DPS issue. We're gonna pay 2 gold? I don't know. This is basically a gold. These are cheap though. This is like 1 silver or 2 silver. I'll go ahead and do it. Technically, it's free for me now because I have Dream Dust available through Alosh, and I have the banana is just like... I've gotten the route down that it was about 25 minutes for 120 bananas. This isn't free unless I farm all the materials. Neither is this. But it was a DPS issue, so we're going to have to do something. We have... Yeah. Alright. F it. I just want to secure this, so let's just do everything. We'll do all the things and secure the win. Which reminds me, I need to do... Juju flurries. Oh, I didn't have Vanish Up. No, I have to die for no reason. I'm dumb. Oh well. Big dumb. It's much cheaper. They don't use AI art, but they removed in-game boards for 2 out of 3 yearly expansions. They don't even make music for expansions anymore without those boards. Those without boards. That's got to be relatively cheap. Why does Sweet Mountain Berry say they give agility on your side when they say stamina in the database? Because when you make the mountain berry stuff, it gives you 2 different mountain berries. One of them does give you stamina, and one of them gives you agility. I'm going to go make a bunch today, so I'll show you that process again. I did it before in a previous episode, but it starts with these simple wooden planters, and then it's a lot of waiting. But as long as you're willing to wait, you get 10 agility food in much less time than it takes you to get winter squid, for example. Winter Squid is a 1 to 2 hour per 20 affair, whereas the Mountain Berries is a like what was it? It was like 369, like 30 or 45ish of them, I would say. I don't know what the average is. I haven't done it enough times to say for sure. But it's quite a bit more for like approximately 20 minutes of time. The only issue is I need to get some more Ungoro soil, so I'm deciding whether or not I'm going to go to Ungoro Crater and pick that up. I have plenty of time. 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, I've got 3.5 hours-ish with which to do this, so probably shouldn't be messing around in BRD, but I came to BRD just to check on that recipe to see why I didn't have it, and now I know why. I don't have enough faction with Thorium Brotherhood. Anyways, Hearthstone's not using AI anymore to generate art, and I don't think Microsoft will use AI for anything else going forward for Blizzard stuff, because it's pretty clear to them now that Blizzard people, or Blizzard fans, are extremely sensitive to the usage of AI. But that should have been obvious after the first fiasco. I don't know why they thought it would be okay this time, but whatever. I think there's a mentality of, well, they weren't going to get anything anyways, so if we do anything at all, they should appreciate it. Which is definitely not the right attitude to have to make amends with your customers for fucking shit up. In my opinion. I thought for sure it had been enough time that my Vanish was back up, but I guess it's a 5-minute cooldown and not a 3-minute one. Yeah, it's a 5-minute cooldown. I guess you can get it down to 3 minutes and 30 seconds if you put 2 points into that one talent. To check on that. It's in subtlety, isn't it? Elusiveness. 45 seconds. 60. So 80, 90 seconds, a minute 30 seconds. A minute and 30 seconds off of ARG. So yeah, 3 minutes 30 seconds. Interesting. You can hear coughing in the sounds in the background. My Vanish is back up, so I may as well pickpocket on my way. Though I guess I already did all these. Oh. Hopefully he dropped a weapon to make up for the death. The weapon will be worth like 4 or 5 gold, I think. Though I actually don't know what his loot table has. You think Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Pokemon are more affordable, but they're usually cringe AF? Yeah. I don't like either of those. A lot of people really like Pokemon for some reason. I found it overly simple and kind of weird. Yu-Gi-Oh! I did play that for a while on the Nintendo DS. Was it the DS? I think it was the Nintendo DS. I mean, it's okay. I'm not gonna... It's not a terrible game. It's just... It is pretty simple. 2 gold, 67. Silver. Non-equipable. Disappointment. These guys can drop flame stuff, right? Oh my god, I'm dying. Let's put on some corrosive and see if that works. It is stacking. Core of Elements. Dark Iron Residue. Nothing terribly exciting. I thought they had a chance to drop Elemental Fire. Alright. Enough messing around. Are we going back to Orgrimmar or do... Yeah, we're going back to Orgrimmar. If we're going to Ungoro Crater, we're going back to Orgrimmar. With Yu-Gi-Oh, it's really just like a small subset of cards that you need to have. Once you have those cards, everything else is meh. I guess with those real-life physical card games, half of the fun are the people you play with as opposed to the game itself. That was what it was for me when I was playing Magic the Gathering. It was going to my friend's house or going to the pizza parlor where my friends were hanging out and playing with them and seeing what ridiculous thing they did. And I would say, yeah, that was the fun. Because it was about their skill expression with that particular game. Damn. Still sick. It's catching up on my throat. I think a lot of skill expression gets lost in the new contingent of games because everything is online. So everyone is just like using this is the winning card game strategy. And then like there's the people who figure out the meta against those. But overall, it's fairly stagnant, I would say. Why is it worth less here? If I buy this, I can sell it for 50, right? Okay. Alright, I'll make a couple... Whoops. That was the exact opposite of what I wanted to do. Well, that's fucked. Oh well. Now I'm the idiot selling it for less. Bummer.
I have just the thing for you.
God, we might have to go kill more shit in the Blasted Lands too. Superior healing potion, go up. Oop. Jesus. Right. Why would I sell it here then? Ugh. Let's make the planters and go do the planter thing so you guys can see how you make agility food for cheap. And also the mushroom, hardened mushroom, which gives plus 20 strength. However, the hardened mushroom does not stack with Denonzo's Telebeam Medley for whatever reason. It uses the well-fed buff, unlike the agility food. However, the hardened mushroom does not stack with the agility food either, which is strange. Alright, we need 5 of these. I guess we could do the thing where we make them. Can only use outside. Why? Thoughts on Trump's tariffs? He's a bully with a new toy. That's basically all there is to it. Someone told him it would work, and I do not have nearly enough copper bolts for this, do I? Someone told him it would work, and now he's using it on everything. And the sad thing is, the first time he did it, when he was trying to send the criminals back to, was it Colombia? And he bullied them with the tariff threat, and it worked. And then after that, he's like, now I'm going to do it on you, and you, and you, and you, and now it's everywhere. Now he's just going to use it on everything. Because if it worked once, it'll work a dozen times, or 100 times, or whatever. The problem is if you cave to a bully, they're just going to keep bullying you with the same thing. It's true in high school, it's true in everything else. You give that bully your lunch money, you're basically going to be dealing with that for the rest of your days in school. As knowledge goes up, happiness goes down. Yeah. Seems to be the unfortunate reality. No wonder so many people would prefer to not know. Alright, I'm gonna have to make an engineer just so I don't have to pay for ridiculous prices for bolts. 4, 8, 12. Is that enough to make 6? I was gonna try and make 10. I need 15 more. Damn, they're expensive. Whatever. In Hearthstone, you have more fun playing some weird decks at 50% win rate than playing some 56% win rate tier 1 decks. Indeed. Well, it's the same thing there. Is like if you can figure out the meta, you can create a deck to fight the meta. Marvel Snap, it's even easier. If everyone's using a Hela deck, and then you can just make sure that they don't get their big spell at the end. I mean, how long has this been like that? That's not good.
Well met. May the eternal sun shine upon thee.
3 days. Wait, what? Oh, it looked like it was ready to go. Wait a minute. Okay, that was confusing. Oh, by the way, you can now make a tent anytime you want. Traveler's tent. You just throw tents up anywhere, I guess. Not here. Maybe outside. Oh, Dark Moon Fair. Marvel Snap has diabolical monetization. It does, but I haven't felt the need to do it. I think I did it twice. I bought the season pass? What do they call it? Battle pass? I bought the battle pass twice because I'd already completed everything, so it was just like, I guess I'll get all the extra stuff because I need some of it. But now I don't do that anymore. They're making so many cards that I've somewhat lost. Did my bank disappear? I've sort of lost interest in trying to keep up. And now I just stick to certain decks that I've already got. Alright. This is a farm. Why is it a farm? I don't know, it just is. So, what you can do at the farm, well, first you have to build these planters. So we're gonna build, I think it's, yeah, unique 5. So you can build 5 of these, and then you can't build anymore. What? No idea. Can you be competitive with those decks? Depends on what you mean by competitive. Like, win in a tournament? I don't know. Are there tournaments? Certainly you can be competitive just playing daily. Will you get to, like, what you call it? Wait. Oh, I still don't have the... Shit. I have to go to Ungoro Crater if I'm going to do this. Did I not get any Ungoro soil? I really didn't. Could have sworn I did. Oh, that's Slumber Sand. Alright. There's 2 things you need to do this planter stuff. Aside from making the planters, which is just wood and copper bolts. Handful of copper bolts. You also need refreshing spring water and Ungoro soil. And since... How many times are we going to do this? So we can do 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, so we're going to do 20 of them. So then we need a minimum of 20 Ungoro soil. Let's see. Okay. Whew. Well, the market's not great. I should have gone and picked this up myself, but I don't want to do it now. We'll grab this stack of 100. And now we don't have to worry about it for at least a little while. And let's go get the refreshing spring water. So you need 20 of those if you're doing this 20 times. Alright, we should be good to go. Let us move these to the bottom. Also, I should send this back. I'm too lazy to go back to the mailbox. I'm just going to drop it here. Keep this. Okay. WWW. Great. So, move this to the bottom. Move you here. Where's the 100? There you are. There. So what we're going to try to do... What we're going to try to do is to drop the 5 planters. Gee, what the hell is that? Jesus! Massive! I'm going to try to drop 5 planters, and then we'll try to create 5 more after we plant the seeds. Because there's not much else to do while you're waiting. So, I want to try to find the edge of the area, because you want to keep these pretty far apart. Hopefully this distance is adequate. It's hard to tell. I've only done this twice, and... Oh boy. And there's some issues. Plant the mountain berry. Oops. Not my most efficient take. Plant mountain berry. Trying to line them up. Right. Right after that, we're going to have to make a bunch more, so let's get that ready. Plant them and create. So it takes time for the first one to reach maturation, or reach a certain point. So we're just sort of letting them cook. And then I'll have to apply the Ungoro soil to them. Let's move that to the bottom. Actually, no, not yet. The game has some sort of ranking or progression system. It does, but it's very forgiving. Like, you don't... I could see you easily getting, like... Okay, so basically it has sort of a ladder. And the ladder determines what prize you get for that month. I think it's a month. But there's like... You can get halfway through the ladder without even being sweaty about anything. And they definitely give you computer opponents periodically that you can just stomp on. I have noticed their names, their naming conventions. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. So we haven't even gotten to the point where it wants anything yet, so that's good. Gives me time to plant everything. I should make some tea. I think that would be helpful. Alright, last planter. So they do go in order, meaning it's just a timer, and there's no randomness to it. So all of the stuff you'll see me doing to them, you can sort of just wait. Wait by it. Normally I'd go fishing. Also, you can accidentally plant something else on top of it, which you don't want to do. All of these planters can be used twice. So you want to have double the seeds you have of planters. In this case, I'm going to harvest 20 seeds. Yeah, I don't know. I play Marvel Snap daily. I don't feel the need to play competitively. I don't even like their competitive format, which is like that best of 3-ish series where you have to, where the snapping takes away from their energy bar. What do you call it? Their life bar. Not a particularly big fan of that. All right, that's gonna take some time. Maybe we Maybe we do some fishing while we wait. You can actually see the change when it occurs. It'll get sparkly or something. I don't know. I think Marvel Snap's a good game. I enjoy playing it. And I don't feel the need to get very sweaty with it. And I still have a good time trying out stupid shit. It's amazing how far they went with like a 9... Is it 9 or 10? 9 card deck. No, it is 10, isn't it? Man, I'd have to check. You basically know you're going to get every card in there, so whatever combo you want to pull off, you can. Just a question of if you can cast it correctly. Turns out Ben Brode is a good game designer. Turns out he is. Good. It's good to have multiple successes to point at. I'm sure it was a relief for him too, because all he had prior to that was Blizzard and Hearthstone. And Hearthstone was definitely a dual effort with Mr. Dodds. Is that on the land? Wow, that's close. Oh, my neck. Always a relief to be able to show multiple successes across different games and genres. I used to think that would be a benefit for me. But when it comes to the AAA industry, they only want to see a series of successes in one thing. One type of genre, one game design style. Which is really weird to me. Because game design as a discipline greatly benefits from cross-genre experience and knowledge. But it's like, whenever I would apply for jobs, I would get hit back with, well, you haven't done a AAA game in a while, so, eh. I'm like, I guess? I guess that's true. What's your point? Like, does that mean I can never do a AAA game again? Like, is 15 years of experience with making AAA games that were successful not enough? Or is it because it's old AAA games? Was there ever any internal reason why the dragon aspects in vanilla only ever had human visage forms, excluding Chromie? You mean never had them? Is that what you're saying? I don't know. Remember, I left before it shipped, so I definitely don't remember any conversations related to that. I just know they wanted dragons to kill at some point. If you humanize the thing you're murdering, maybe it becomes more difficult or problematic. Damn, the timers are long on these. AAA games are high-risk games. They probably want someone who specializes in that sort of stuff. Yeah, that was their thinking. And as a result, they limited the pool of people and they limited the... Oh, it's happening. It grew. Alright, let's go play with the plants. They limited the number of people who would ever get into those positions in the long run. Because think about it. If you only want people who have done a certain thing, then how can anyone else learn to do it? So these will, as I said, the timers are in the same order, so we can just go down the line as we created them. Didn't even wait for it. So now they'll be shiny for a while. Today they can cost more than Hollywood blockbusters. Yeah, but that era is coming to an end. The game industry has rendered itself unsustainable in the long run. So it's a delay because I had to build them and then went down the line again. So as the industry collapses upon itself and we see more and more layoffs, there's all these people who are extremely specialized who are now struggling to find work and who have only worked in one environment because corporations want people who've only worked at one place for extremely long periods of time. And if you're someone who only worked at like let's say that you only worked at Blizzard Entertainment for like 15 years and then you go to another studio, you have no idea how to make a game with a reasonable production schedule. You will be clueless. We need more low poly stuff and not just that stupid textureless stuff Google is spammed with when you type low poly. What we need is just more indie stuff going on, and we're getting it. We'll get more of it. And because there'll be less AAA games, people will start looking at other games to see what's out there at some point. Or they'll just get bored with games in general and stop playing. That is also a possibility. I have considered that. I am enjoying Turtle WoW quite a bit, and I think that we'll see more of Turtle WoW stuff in the future, meaning private servers of different games that were live service games in the past. I mean, there are plenty of them already. All right. Timer to the next group is much longer. Must have a melee weapon. Or maybe it's the same timer. I actually don't know how long the timer is. Why do you think AAA games are unsustainable? So many of those games made tons of money. Because of the cost. You have to compare the cost of making the game to the profits, like to the revenue. A lot of them have been unprofitable the last 5 years. And that's why there's been so many layoffs. So it absolutely is unsustainable based on the numbers. And we've seen the results of that unsustainability in the constant layoffs. And they always want more profit as well, yes. And the thing is, they keep hiring more and more executives and marketing and production people. And what's left for the developers? They cheap out on the developers, which is the most important aspect. So those developers go, why the fuck would I keep making games for another 10 years? I'm gonna go do something else. Yeah, I think the statistic was that the majority of game developers leave before they hit their 10th year. And some of it is even like sooner than that. Because for many people it is not a sustainable way to make money, to earn a living. You will die with your VR headset inside your favorite N64 level. You know? Go out doing what you love, I guess. Yeah. I will... Once my throat feels okay, I will do a video on... I think now is a good time to do a review of the last number of years since my last game industry review. And I know I keep threatening to do that, but now really is the best time. Because of this impending collapse. Like, people need to be warned what's coming. They all want live service games, but there's only 24 hours in a day. Precisely. They all pursued live service games, and in the pursuit of every big studio having a live service game, they did several things extremely dumb. Number one, they forced studios that had never made a live service game before in their lives to now make a live service game. So why would you take a company where the company culture is to hire people specifically good at one thing and then force them to do something entirely different that they've never done before? That makes zero sense. And then number two is that, yeah, they were all competing for this market of gamers who have a limited amount of time per day. And all trying to get them to join live service games on games that they had no interest in being live service games in the first place. Suicide Squad being the primary example. That was just dumb. And everyone knew it was dumb. And despite everyone saying it was dumb, they still moved forward with that. All the way to shipping something that, yeah, I mean, is it... Did they cancel that? Like, what's the... Did they shut that down or not? $70. What the fuck were they thinking? They're up to season 4? I don't know. They somehow found some portion of an audience, I guess. I don't know. I don't see statistics for daily players or MAUs or anything. But that was dumb. We must slow down Earth's rotation so we have more hours to make profits with. I mean, something has to give. Once they install brain chips in everybody, and you can play hours of a game in seconds, like you're doing it in a dream. Oh man. EA is in big trouble now due to DA Veilguard. Yeah, Veilguard. Yeah, that was not a good move either. They did a bunch of stupid things with that with Dragon Age. I haven't liked Dragon Age since Origins though, so I'm not the best person to judge exactly where it went wrong, but I didn't even like Dragon Age 2, though I didn't really give it a chance. I just heard it wasn't great and I didn't want to waste my time on it. Even though I really liked DAO. Excuse me. Ugh. Hooray, brain chips. Indeed, King Lynch, indeed. Yep, it's ready. Alright, now we are putting the water on them. Should be 1 per. It is so far. Waiting here. Excuse me, don't eat my berries. Oh, yeah, I'm on the mend. I'm definitely feeling better now than I was yesterday. So if you missed it, I explained that I was playing yesterday. I did do Nax. I did not get any loot, but it was a very smooth Nax run. And then I did ZG afterwards. Just to get some Baijus. But I didn't feel like being on camera. Because I was a mess. Not feeling good. So hopefully you'll forgive me. All this raiding, all this gearing for the true end game of RPing in the middle of nowhere. Indeed. Indeed. To have the best T-Mogs. I mean, the whole point of, I don't know, maybe for me, now that I have a guild, I guess the whole point of becoming powerful is to help the guild achieve more. And we will have AQ40 in the near future. So that will be the most interesting thing, is having a new raid that no one has experienced before and trying to figure it out with everyone. Though I know the Turtle WoW team is pretty upset about that leak. You know what? I think you have to water these again. Might have to go get more water. You don't happen to have water on you, do you? No, of course not. Of course not. Alright. I don't know what happens if I leave this area. Hopefully that they continue to grow. I don't like the look of that. Why is there a group of PvP flagged alliance rolling around Orgrimmar? Hopefully by the time I get back they'll be ready to collect. But let's get another stack of 20 refreshing water. I'm realizing you have to water them twice. Once after the Angora soil and once again after they've finished growing. You water them and then you can collect them. So you need twice as many refreshing spring waters as you do Angora soil. Why RP in a human city? It's so boring. I don't know. I have noticed that Alliance seems to do more RP. I joined a RP Discord, and I've just been watching sort of what they're doing, and they basically set up events, and they're like, this event is going down over here. Wow, that sucks. Alright guys, if you're gardening, don't fucking leave them. Because apparently they disappear if you leave the area. Wow. That's some fucking bullshit. Gardening has issues. Okay, let's fucking start over again. Fuck. That fucking sucks. I am royally pissed off. Used to be on a German RP only private server 11 years ago. They took it very serious and were very German about it. Forms for everything. Forms? Ugh. Now I need all those bolts again. Fuck. I am so fucking annoyed right now. Oh fuck, now I need mountainberry bush seeds too. Fucking goddamn it. 15, eh? For 3 gold. 1,000 above the price. Alright, I am getting effed left and right here. This is insane how effed I'm getting. Motherfuckers. You motherfuckers. I don't think I could be any more annoyed than I am right now. I'm bitching directly at them now. I don't think I've been that mad in a while. Ugh. 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay, so I still need 100 fucking wood. You want to make a special invention? Fill out a form for it. You want a house? Fill out a form and bring 30k gold. Jeez. Oh, I see. They were custom building everything. The world was gradually changed by RP, which was fun. Yeah. I think that's the unique element that... That's why I suggested to Microsoft, they just fucking do the thing. Do the thing. Make private servers all good. Let everyone set up their own. Build the tools so it's easier to use. It's within their grasp to have all the money they want. Oh shit, I literally cannot. Alright, we'll build these 3. Ugh. It was a waste of 10 soil. And all those berries as well. I just can't believe it. I've never been so annoyed in my life. Never been so annoyed in my life. Release the assets, indeed. I don't understand why Microsoft doesn't want all the money in the world. They claim to want all the money in the world, but all the money in the world is waiting for them if they would just make the same way they did Minecraft servers, just make the WoW servers. They could even do like a subscription to the tools. People would pay. Alright. Here we go again. Planting planters like a fucking chump. And here, have some seeds. Buggy ass shit. God damn it. These might be too close together. That can cause other problems, as I discovered. Hopefully not. Nah, that's fine. Okay. It gave me a warning. We're gonna have to build 5 more. You think you'd resist a sub fee, but you'd gladly pay for the WoW level editor? Right. And they could put it on both. And then they could just make it part of Xbox Game Pass, I suppose, and reward the private servers that have the most playtime. That's what I imagine happening. I still have to fight multiple mini raid bosses for the AQ opening quest chain quests, but I lack reliable people that don't mostly just raid log. I don't know what that means. Are you asking for my help? Or are you saying your guild is full of people who are only there for raids? That I understand, yeah. Be gone, swine. Don't make me kill you. I kind of wish I... Oh, you know what? I just need to go make tea. Failed. Lovely. Alright. I'm gonna... Do I even have time? I don't know. Now I'm scared. Scared to leave. Your guild is mostly raiders that only raid. Yeah, that happens a lot. People have lives. But then you find out they're playing alts 90% of the time. And you're like, wait a minute. I offer to help people in my guild all the time, but nobody really takes me up on the offer. I guess it's usually because they don't need DPS, they just need tanks and heals. I'm like, okay. I am one of the top DPS. But, oh well. A Zelda game set in Azeroth? I don't know about that. I'm afraid to go fishing now. I'm afraid to step too far away from these. I almost want to sit in the middle and just like watch. Get away! Ugh. Touch my berries. If they're low level, maybe they're looking for people around their level. Yeah, I suppose. I don't think they were low level though. They were doing Blackrock depths and stuff. But you know, usually what you're missing is the tank or the heals. Heals seems to be what's lacking the most for dungeons. In the mid-level range dungeons, I think tanks were missing more. Oi. Excuse me. You're a tank with a lot of healer friends that you can gather on, usually a minute's notice. Nice. So what's the issue? It sounds like you should be able to fight the mini raid bosses no problem then. If that's the case. Oh my god. Being a DPS is hard life. It can be. I mean, if you can't solo stuff. That's why I always liked Rogue, is You could find a way to solo most things. And sometimes it's like just a puzzle. And based upon your gear, you have to determine whether or not you can take something out. Huh. Jesus Christ. No offense. They're out of the way with the bosses. Well, I would think if your guild doesn't want to help you with stuff, I would question why you're in the guild in the first place. I see the nerds always helping each other out. I don't know if you were there, but there was a... What was I doing? Oh, okay, never mind. It was on my, my warrior. So I didn't stream it, but some of the guild came out to help me with a quest for the warrior. Ah! Alright. 1 Ungoro soil. 2 Ungoro soil. 3 Ungoro soil. 4 Ungoro soil. Did I fall asleep here? What happened? Okay, 5 Ungoro soil. And this one will take a minute. We ain't going nowhere till all this is farmed up. No, they were getting their rogue boots. Nice shit. You can try world chat too. Many helpful people on the server. That's true. A lot more trolls these days, though, I've noticed. Probably just a... You better, Bubble Hearth. The dawn requires your aid. Oh, over 5,000 on right now. Oh boy. I might have to go make like a honey lemon drink after this. I bought some limes yesterday, so... I can. Ex-Blizzard artist exposes secret painting style tricks? Okay. Interesting. How does this guy have 371,000 subscribers and Sammy doesn't? How's Sam's YouTube doing? Oh, he's up to 134K. No, he's not. What the fuck? 9K subscribers. How does he have less subscribers than me? 134 people came and watched his video about why he's not working at Blizzard anymore, but then they didn't fucking subscribe to his channel? What the fuck? Actually, he does have more subscribers than me then. Because I'm down to 8K. Every time I live stream, I lose more. It's funny. I'm trying to see if I can get down back to 1K. 1K is when the channel took off for a bit. That's how YouTube goes? Yeah. It doesn't seem to matter how many subscribers you have. Videos just do whatever they're gonna do. And I have not been making videos. 2 months ago was the Play Nice review, and that's the last proper video I made. Merg. I don't know, whenever I live stream, people unsub. It's just been a downward trend ever since I focused on live streaming. I mean, fair enough. If they don't want to watch me play WoW, I get it. Yeah, sure, I worked on it, but I'm not really talking about game development at this stage. Just playing the game. Trying to have fun. And then all your planters disappear, and it fucking you want to upend to the table and throw someone out a window. Yo. How does that happen? Ugh. What's interesting though is that I'm making more money from the YouTube now than I was before ever. And it's predominantly Kissef and Vinny. So it's interesting. I don't know if they find me particularly amusing or what. But I appreciate the support either way. I guess they've just figured this is the sort of things that they want to have out there because it brings people in to Turtle WoW. Which is true. I've had a lot of people tell me that my streams have made them want to go play Turtle WoW. And that's cool. I worry that a lot of people watch and they don't know what Turtle WoW is, so they go back to retail. I feel like that's misdirecting them because they're not going to have as much fun in retail as they would in Turtle WoW. At least if they're liking my content and enjoy the same things that I do. So, hard to say. Yeah, I'm just looking through my analytics. And yeah, down 19 subscribers over the past month. It is literally every time I live stream, I lose 2 to 5 subscribers. Boom, 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 boom. I gain some subscribers too, but not nearly as many as I lose. You started Turtle before, but you sort of returned thanks to the videos. I see. Well, as long as it's having a positive effect, you know. It's not like I made the YouTube channel to make money, or to get subscribers, but I did do it to teach game design, and that seems to just not be of interest to anyone. TY 2.0 will be so fun. Oh yeah, I can't wait. RTX lighting. The prices on RTX 4090s are basically at cost at the moment. I do not think I need to upgrade from a 3080 Ti for what I'm doing. But I am, because of the opportunity and the cost, and because the 5090 seems to be not that much better in terms of like frame rate per dollar, I'm strongly considering it. However, it's still expensive, so it would be... What was that? He like vanished here and appeared here. Teleporting swine, get out of my garden. I just wonder if it would be a bad use of funds. I think it would probably not be a smart purchase at this time. All people want to upgrade WoW graphics. I just want to bring it down to Warcraft 3. Well, there you go. Didn't someone build Warcraft 3 in Unreal already? I think I saw that project somewhere. No, wait, they built Warcraft 3 in StarCraft 2. And it looked pretty good. Looked really good, not gonna lie. Well, well, well. Water it. Oh, okay, go. Okay, watered. I'm a little bit worried that I just accidentally used 2 on the same one. Nope, that's 5. Okay. This is where we were last time, by the way. There was someone that ported WoW assets directly to Warcraft 3. Yeah, I think I saw that. There's a Chinese one as well. A Chinese Warcraft 3 thing. I don't know what to call it. Not a port. Not adaptation, no. I don't know what to call it. You had some ground textures finished, but there were some issues, and importing models is even more difficult with the vanilla engine. Yeah, I can imagine. Shit's ancient, man. It's amazing it even works. This should be considered fertilizer and double the growth speed. Who are the Dawn? Is this an RP event? Should I be going over there? Oh no, they're making a guild. That's what's going on. I can't sign it. I wonder if TurtleWow devs ever create unique one-off RP items for players. I haven't heard of them doing it. They haven't admitted to doing it. So I don't know. But it is possible. That's cool. Oh, yeah. All right. We're on the last stage. And then we start over again, planting seeds. Oh, I'm gonna get a snack. Oh. Pumpkin seeds. Delicious. Oh, wait, it green screens, huh? It's so weird. FOMO, no thanks. Yeah. I don't need a new graphics card. I don't. 3080 Ti is fine. What am I even playing? Though I would like to revisit Cyberpunk when it's even possible to have, like, everything blasted on RTX. And still get 60 FPS. You believe you finished Warcraft 3 style Orgrimmar, Darnassus, and Within Caverns plus the tile sets for most 0 to 20 zones? Interesting. A sound patch? Oh, you mean like a audio spawner? Brother, can you spare some oats? No! He wanted my berries, I know it. Yep, we're just waiting for berry bushes. This is the process. And now we know that you can't leave them. It's funny though, I seem to remember having left them before. I guess I didn't go that far. The other issue is that when you go into Orgrimmar, you're going through an instance. So I think when you leave the instance that contains your gardening stuff, that's when it gets dumped. It's something like that. But I basically told them, hey, it's a farm. Put a fucking farmer over here with who sells water and shit. So maybe they'll do that, I don't know. Probably not. You struggled with water animation? Because Warcraft 3 water has fewer frames? True. Warcraft 3 did a lot with very little. Very little. Bizarrely little. Watch them shut down the server right now. Just to spite me. Pumpkin seeds are so good. Can't you pay for someone to look after your plants? I wish. I mean, if they had player housing, then you had a farm in the back. You just pay like a gardener to take care of it. Man, I really wish that they would try to do player housing the way I envisioned it. But it's probably too much to ask for. A lot of work, a lot of new stuff being hacked in to an old system. Not sure I can handle it. So if you're doing this, you can just fish over there. I just got spooked, so I didn't want to lose another 10 planters God, that was... And the people doing the handful of copper bolts are clearly taking advantage. Whoops. I think I will... Now, right now my warrior is an alchemist and a herbalist. I think I might convert her to a... I'll keep alchemy, but I'll change her to engineer, so I can make bolts. I guess that's another reason to want PvP ranks, getting access to the officers' quarters stuff. Shame the guild, choose Hyjal for the guild Hearthstone thing. Oh, yeah. I mean, I may as well... Alright, here we are, we're at the harvest phase. So you water it one more time, and then the berries are ready to harvest. So, you saw we got 2 different types of berries there, right? I'll show you those in a second. The agility ones are going to go over here. The stamina ones are going to come over here. Oh, and let's plant again immediately. So it's just right click, it waters it, and then you just right click again and shift loot. Take it a little slow because things can get buggy. And now you're back to square one. But you can use the planters twice. And that's definitely important. Let's see what a harvest of 10 got us. I think we were down to 2 agility berries, so... No, it's still growing. I definitely need to make some tea. Or something. Alright. Now I've got the second set, so we'll just wait for that. Alright. We got, this is stamina, this is agility, this is stamina, this is agility, this is stamina. So we got approximately 43, I think it was. Agility and 47 stamina ones, which are absolutely worthless. I'll be, but that's not bad for 10, so that's more than enough for a raid. Why is this in my, whatever. Let's drop a mailbox and send that away. So these agility food, you can try to sell it on the auction house. They don't have any... I knew that Wild Leather Vest was going to sell. They don't have any requirements on them. I'm going to send these to Kinra, I think, because it's stamina food. She'll eat it at some point, I guess. But 10 stamina is not great, especially the warrior one, the mushrooms. It gives you the hardened mushrooms, which give you 20 strength. But it also gives you the other type of mushroom that gives you 20 stamina, which is kind of crazy. For whatever reason, all the other foods, they give you the same name, but they have two different stats, an agility one and a stamina one, which is weird, especially since one of them is like spirit and stamina. Yeah, so whatever. We'll send this to Alosh. Send this. Yeah. We'll hold on to that. Where is our bandages? Do we run out? Okay. We did. All right, let's make some bandages then. I haven't even used the Hyjal teleport. I'm wondering if I can... If I have the Hyjal teleport, do I need the Orgrimmar Hearthstone? Or should I have my hearth set somewhere else? The Hyjal point is good for the farming, though. So, you know, I don't feel too bad. We'll use another 10 Ungoro soil. Whether or not it's worth it for you is up to you to decide, but for me, 10 agility food for... Was that 20 minutes? I guess I could check the video and see. Basically, it's definitely less time than fishing for squid. At least if you don't F it up. So let's see. 33. Half an hour. So it's roughly half an hour. So 2 hours for winter squid or half an hour for the berries. I'll take the berries. Why do I have Ebu's Lucky Banana? Wait a minute. What are you doing here? Okay. Wild berries. I assume that won't work. Plus 12 spell damage. Well, that must be nice. Hmm. I'm dying. Yo. Oh, this plague. Right. Okay. Let's soil these. And then I'm gonna go make that lemon drink that I threatened to make an hour ago. All right. That should give me like 5 minutes. I'll be right back. change. I just brought the whole kettle up. I heard a pig die. I see several of them did. Someone visiting. I guess it's a mystery. All right. I'm letting it steep in here. Yeah. Any minute now. Yay. Okay, let's water these. Oh. Oh. You just lay down and watch stuff? Yeah, I can't lay down. I feel miserable and I'll get sweaty. But I know this probably seems dumb, but I need my aircon on and to be doing something that's distracting me from all the feelings in my throat and the sniffling in my in my nose. WoW is very useful for that. So talking is not doing me any favors. All right. Put this fancy kettle over there. Ah. I got this Valentine's themed dessert. I noticed it was in the fridge. No one ate it. Oh. Oh. Rampant misogyny going on in the guild. What's that about? Wives are like moms. What they say doesn't really count. I guess he means if they say anything positive. That's a lot of sugar. Oh. It looked better than it tastes. But I don't want to waste it, and I'm sick, so if I don't eat it, well, could get someone else sick or whatnot. What is this? Is this sugar? Oh, it's chocolate. Not bad. I think for my next stream, I'm gonna paint one of my walls and we'll watch the paint dry. Maybe that'll be the Turtle WoW implementation of housing. That's weird. There's like cheesecake in the middle. What a bizarre dessert. This is the real game. Why am I playing an illegal copy of WoW rather than the real game? Well, it's not illegal. It's covered under the Abandoned Software Acts in the EU. It is technically abandonware. And 2, retail WoW is a piece of shit and is owned by Microsoft, and I'll be damned if I give Microsoft any more money for fucking up things that I enjoyed and worked on without getting a single penny. If you think about it, every time they sell Warcraft 3, every time they sell World of Warcraft and people play some of my quests, because I think my quests are in Classic, but I'm not 100% sure. They're definitely in this version of the game, which is why I played it in the first place. But they're basically benefiting from my labor without ever paying me a dime for it. and they can go fuck themselves. So there you go. Hell yeah, screw copyright. This is the real game. I agree. Honestly, the Turtle WoW developers, they love classic World of Warcraft more than Blizzard does at this point. Guaranteed. And they treat their players better. Let's be honest. Disgruntled loser syndrome? Wow. Let's say for a moment that I am a disgruntled loser. What the fuck do you care? It seems like you just came here to get a rise out of me. I bet you're one of those Asmongold flunkies who are still upset about Arthas. But these are definitely things psychopaths do, so not really interested in seeing you around here anymore. Bye. There's enough psychopaths in the world without inviting them into my world. Ugh. What is it with people who come here to try and get a rise out of me? And they're just bored? Like, there has to be something better to do with their time. Definitely not in the mood for it when I'm sick. I'll tell you that much. But hey, if they want to bootlick a corporation, they can go fuck themselves too. Go ask Microsoft for some money for harassing me, I guess. Is it worth playing Shadow Priest? I honestly don't know. I've only played a priest to like level 15. So I'm not the right person to ask, but you should play whatever's fun. Ooh. And if Shadow Priest sounds like a good time, go for it. See how it goes. And if you don't like it, you're still a priest, so you can just respec into healing, and then you'll be able to do whatever dungeons or things you want to do. Any guild will take you. Pretty much guaranteed. Excuse me. They will force you to heal in dungeons and raids. Yeah, that's probably what'll happen, even if you are spec'd as a Shadow Priest. That is probably what will happen. Because healers are definitely lacking. The way I would do it is... I mean, just go on the dungeons and raids and just say, like, look, I'll heal for you, but I need to be able to roll on the shadow stuff. Or the damage gear. So you can see here on the second round that they disappear after you loot. So you can use a planter twice, and that's it. So let's go over the basics real quick again. What do you need to do this? Well, you need survival. You need to be able to make the simple wood planter, which you can get the recipe from the Bloodhoof village outside Mulgore, or directly outside of Stormwind, off a vendor. There is a quest associated with it, but you don't need to do it. However, you do get free Angoro soil and free planters if you do the quest, so you may as well do the quest. After you've made 5 simple wood planters, and you have the ability to make 5 more after, because these are unique, you can only have 5 at a time, place down 5 of them, planting whatever seed you've got along the way. Seeds are found throughout the world. There's a variety of them. There's intelligence food, there's spirit and stamina food. And then the warrior one is the mushrooms. Those are the most expensive. I think it's like 2 gold per mushroom pack, mushroom spore. And you get those from a vendor in Eastern Plaguelands. In a little house over here. And then you drop in the seeds in the planters. It's a right-click thing, and it'll bring up a menu of all your seeds. You pick the right one. And then after 5 minutes, it'll ask you to put Ungoro soil on them. So you need to have 1 Ungoro soil per seed you plan to harvest. And 2 refreshing spring water per plant you intend to harvest. And once you've... it's just a waiting game after that. It takes about 30 minutes for the whole process to finish, I guess. And then you harvest them and you get your berries. So I got 10 agility, this one's stamina, and that's agility. So, great. We've now got 20, 40, 60, 80, 88 agility food. I could have checked there. For 1 hour of effort, which is... and very little cost, relatively speaking, which I think is great. I'm curious if these... I don't think these stamina ones ever sold before, but I'll try. Yeah, I don't think so. Let's put them up for... Oh, they are here. Never mind. Yeah, that's about what I thought. Ungoro soil TM gets the most premium soil in Azeroth. Indeed it does. Indeed it does. Maybe I should go get some more. No, I've got a stack of 70 that I'm just going to be sitting on. Actually, I'll send this to Kinra to convert into seed stuff. Does anyone want raw brilliant small fish? Not really. Not really. Will these even sell? I have no idea. Someone's bound to be doing, like, some kind of food training on one of their characters at some point. I don't know. Medium leather, elemental earth too. I think that's the sticking point. Elemental earth is expensive. You think Turtle will ever make the 3rd color of the tier 2 warrior set available for players? I have no idea. I imagine on their list of things to do, that one's pretty low. But there might be someone working on it. That's the thing. They all work on whatever they think is interesting, so... there's always a chance someone will just decide to do it. Hell, one of them could be watching right now and decide to do it right now. We'll see. Ugh. I don't know why I'm snacking so much. I didn't really eat dinner. I guess that's the problem. Probably should eat dinner. I didn't feel like eating dinner at the time. I was still feeling a little sick. But these seeds are a reasonable alternative in my book. Okay. I still haven't decided whether I'm doing NA or EU AQ40. So... oh, I know what I should do. We need to put more of these up for sale. Wild leather. So these are selling really well right now. I'm gonna switch over to another character. Sorry, I gotta black out the screen. think that I put the wild vine on my warrior. Let me just check. This whole gardening thing is just a racket to keep Malfurion asleep even longer. Could be. As long as he's stockpiling fellweed, he'll be happy. So I have been tanking with this character. In Sholo. Auction expired. No one wanted the Demon Slayer sword? Aw. Morrograin is selling. Coal sold. Why is coal so expensive now? And this Morrograin's going for like 80 silver a pop, which is kind of insane to me. Alright, I sent these over here to eat. I guess I'll try to eat them. Hey there. Where's that wild vine? Can't you get coal from smithing vendors? Yeah, you can. You can purchase it. And it's selling for way more than that, so it really doesn't make any sense to me. But, I mean, if people want to buy it, I fish it up all the time, so may as well sell it. Doombringer and Demon Slayer, I see. Okay, I must have put the Wild Vine on another character. It must be on... Alosh? Maybe? Leave her by the mailbox. It's not on Keepus. No. This is my Disenchanter, if you haven't seen her before. Because apparently at level 5 you can just disenchant everything. Which is ridiculous. Alright. Where did that wild vine go? Is that all the thick leather I have? I thought I had more. I might have to go get more. Rock and stone. Indeed. Oh, that should go to keep us. Oh, there's the thick leather. I guess we can just return this. Let's see, 20, 24, so we can send this as well. Disenchant all these. Hey! We are out of space. Alright, how much other shit is in here? Oh god. Lots. Let's go put stuff on the auction house, I guess. There's the striped melon seeds. This seems to be the priest one because it has spirit and stamina. Immediately logging on to make coal profits. Yeah, go fish it up in Molten Core. That's where I get it from. I have no idea why anyone would pay money for it, to be honest with you. When you can buy it off the vendor who from the Thorium Brotherhood. Or anywhere really. It really doesn't make any sense to me. Alright. I was gonna sell these or I was gonna hold on to them. At this price I am selling them for sure. Why do I have hot spices? Okay, this is weird. Can't really explain this. Whatever. Well, I mean, I'll try. Way too cheap. These have dropped in price. So this market got undercut yesterday from what I saw. I see there's 4 pages of them still. Damn. I think some old accounts that had a bunch of them in expired auctions came back to repost. I'm just gonna hold them. I'll start disenchanting all this shit. Nice. Grab the other items for disenchanting. And then we're out of space. Great. Send this back to Keepus. So Keepus is level 34 now. Should hit 35 soon, and then we can continue her tailoring and everything else. I don't know why I'm sitting on all these fish. I had this vague notion that I was going to level up the food on this character, but I don't think I will. Oh. Slack has decided to take over my headphones. How dare you, Slack? audio and video, audio, headset, headphones, stereo. There we go. That should help. Plus 55 healing pants, eh? Two greater eternal lessons. Gotta love it. We can start returning these to Zenrai to make patches. Yeah. We can shove all these in the bank. We should go put these bijous up on the auction house, though. And we'll keep all the coins instead. But also, we need to get rid of one of these pouches. Actually, we just purchase a whole new slot. There we go. Boom. Oh, that needs to be disenchanted. Don't ask what I'm doing with these fish. I don't even know. Nothing smart. That's for sure. All right. Coins we'll keep here. I'll just have to remind myself when I need them. That's it. Let's go put the bijous on the market. Then we'll check in with Zenrai and see if the guild needs Zenrai for the EU AQ40. I know there's no difference between these colors, but it is kind of funny that they all appear separately like this. All right. So the reason to sell the bijous is simply that they go for over 3 gold. Whereas the coins are typically 50 silver-ish. Or often get into the 50 silver range. Sometimes less. So that's 1 gold, 50 silver per turn-in. For every 1 biju you sell at 3 gold plus, you get two Spirit of Zanzas. Instead, if you purchase coins with that money. Which is ridiculous, really. What people will pay for convenience. Why is the 2 of beasts 100 and something gold? Okay. I would be silly not to try. Huh. A few days ago you talked about a macro containing surprise attack. What exactly does it? Oh, that's my new backstab. I'll show you actually when I switch back to Zenrai. Give me a moment to look at these. What the fuck is going on with the deck of beasts? What's this about? Did someone buy out all the beast cards or something? Or are they trying to corner the market on the deck? Very strange pricing. Okay. Ah, you're playing a rogue? Yeah. I'll give you my macros if you want them. Okay. I don't know what the hell's going on with the beast cards, but apparently people decided they were worth a lot more money all of a sudden. Or someone is playing some game and they're trying to corner the market and they've been purchasing them all for resale. Either is possible. No way to know for sure. I'm gonna send these back to Zenrai. As they will probably be important in the near future. So for Turtle WoW, there's a surprise attack, right? For rogues. Which is in combat. Here it is. 10 energy, instant. A surprise strike that deals 25% of your attack power as damage. Only usable after the target dodges and cannot be blocked, dodged, or parried by the target. Awards 1 combo point. So, on my Mace Rogue, I created this macro for Sinister Strike. If get unit name... Okay, so if you don't have a target, target the nearest enemy. That's just the basic part of the macro. If I'm not currently attacking, that's action 59. It's on bar slot 59. Oh, here it is. There's attack. Then use attack. So if I'm not attacking, attack. Next, if riposte is available, cast riposte. So it tries to cast... It's not an if-then, it's just like, if it's available, it's going to cast it. So it'll try to cast riposte first, which is the disarm maneuver. And then, if nothing happened there, if it did happen, then I have to hit Sin Strike again, or this macro again. But if it didn't happen, it'll try to cast Surprise Attack. Surprise Attack, my thinking was, since it's so cheap, it's a very fast way to get combo points, and it generally is. And then lastly, if neither of those two worked, it'll do a normal Sinister Strike. My thinking being that this sort of fixes... It's like a hierarchy of needs in terms of like, if riposte is available, I want to use it immediately, of course. And if riposte is not available, but Surprise Attack is, I of course wanted to use Surprise Attack. And if neither of those are available, then of course I want a Sinister Strike. So that seems to work very well on my base rogue. However, with Backstab, I added it in recently. So normally it's just the normal target the nearest unit if you don't have a target, and attack if you're not attacking, and then Backstab. But I added in Surprise Attack because I thought, you know, one of the issues I've had with the Backstab rogue is simply like you can get unlucky and never get and be very low on combo points. So I added in Surprise Attack so I could fill in the combo points faster. And since it's only 10 energy, it's not, it's pretty good for getting combo points quickly. And it seems to have changed. I thought it was a weapon attack, but apparently it's based on 25% of your attack power as damage. 25% of your attack power as damage. So it's like 260-ish? That's a little strange. I guess maybe they changed that recently. Anyways, I'm still trying to determine whether or not this is a positive thing. But I highly recommend it in Sin Strike, because in the case of Sin Strike, you're getting a surprise attack is great. In the case of Backstab, you might actually prefer the Backstab over the surprise attack. If it's the difference between 60 energy and then the surprise attack taking you to 50, and then your next hit you're not getting the Backstab because of it, that's not great. Just be lucky, raise your luck stat by gambling. Is that how that works? Couldn't get surprise attack to work. Riposte works fine. Interesting. Well, it's just the name of it. So you'll see it's /cast surprise with a capital S space attack with a capital A. And I 100% know for a fact it's working because I saw it in my raid for Nax Day 2, which unfortunately I didn't live stream that, but I was testing it throughout, and I was noticing I was getting a lot more extra combo points than I normally would. Interesting. It works, trust me. I totally wasn't paid by Quark, the bartender and gambling proprietor of Orgrimmar, to say that. You bastard. I knew you were working for him. You don't need roid macros? Nope. I do not use roid macros. These are regular old macros. Nothing special here. I try to stay as close to vanilla experience as possible, but obviously I need certain things like a DPS meter and a threat meter if I'm going to raid. And unfortunately, I've like caved in and gotten a few other things. Like I was like, where the hell is all my gold going? So I now track all that. Did I really spend 267 gold in repair costs over time? This is the total, so it's all time. But geez, jeez. What does that mean? Loot? How am I losing 15 gold on loot? That does not make sense to me. How am I losing money on quest rewards? This does what how do you lose money on a quest reward? Someone explain that to me. Auction house makes sense. Yeah, definitely. 1,800. Jesus. Anyways. Oh, look at that. Put it here. Alright. And a few other add-ons, including the energy ticks here, which is... I forget what it's called. It's something like basic rogue. You're a basic bitch rogue. That's basically what it is. Anyways. Oh, an outfitter now. I can't live without outfitter. I'm getting addicted to add-ons. It's not good. Alright, I said I was going to send this Angora soil off, so let me send this to Kinra. We'll grab this thick leather and the wild vine. We'll hold off on those. We will be making these, though I need to make some space. Alright. What? Make a /me emote that says you successfully pickpocketed another player? That's a good idea. I could not get my pickpocket macro to work at all, though. I know that would be a fake one, but I'm saying, like... I wanted a pickpocket macro that would just grab the nearest target and pickpocket and grab all the loot, but I couldn't get it done. What was I sending? I said I was gonna send... Here, have some bolts. That was the soil. Okay, great. Let's make some wild vests. Let me check though. Wild leather vest. Yeah, I've definitely permanently raised the market on those. Wild leather vest. Make 2 of these. And then we'll make 16 of these. Monkey. 12 agility, 11 stamina. Nice. Oh. 2. Oh, this is the bear. 11 stamina, 12 strength. I see. Alright, we'll make all these. And let's put these up for sale. I don't want to drive the market down, so we're just gonna match whatever the bottom price is. Oh. Oh, I see. What was the bottom price? 11 gold, 98 silver. 11 gold, 98 silver. So we want 11 gold, 97 silver. Haha, screw you. What do these sell for anyways? Uh-huh. I see the price has come up. I wonder if those ice paw cookies are still selling. Yeah, okay, fuck you. Winter squid? Nope. Grilled squid? Insanity. Absolute insanity. I guess people just don't know about the berries. But it's the same damn food, same damn effect, so there's really no reason to... I guess you have to learn survival. Maybe people don't want to do that, or they don't care to learn survival. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. Yeah. Yeah. Center cloth cloak. Really? None. Interesting. I made a tailor. That's my stupid mage. And yeah, it's not happening for him. Alright, let me check on the guild. Alright. Let's see. Patterns. Nothing. Let's sell these. They were selling as onesies before, and they sold quite well. If I sell them in fours... Damn, market's flooded with them at the... These should be higher priced. What is going on? What is rugged leather going for? I see. Okay. Okay. So I think what we can do with this particular weirdness of the market is put them at 3. And do 80 silver each, and then we'll get them underneath the radar by having them at 69 silver and 69 copper for the funsies. It'll look cheaper than a 4. And the only way to know is if there's another 3 on the table. Which there are. Oh, those are mine. So there you go. Alrighty then. Let me see if there's been any response to my question about which AQ40 I should be in attendance of. Nope. Oh man, do they start it at 1 a.m. instead of midnight? That would be annoying. Yep, sure enough. And they've already got 3 rogues, so I'm not sure if there's any point. Alright. No, I guess I'll do the NA one. Alright, the NA one is at 7 in the morning for me. So I'll probably go to bed shortly. It's already 11:30 at night. I'm gonna take my last amoxicillin thing. Market watch with Dave? Yeah, kind of. It's just the market stuff that I'm interested in. I don't know. Ah, I got a leftover kit? Alright, whatever. We'll send that to Kinra. We'll send the cured thick hide to Alosh. I just don't want this sitting in my inventory taking up space. And I'll have to remind myself that it's on Alosh. Because normally I think it's Keepus, but I forgot I've been leveling Keepus, and so Keepus is not got room. No room on Keepus. Alright. Yeah. No. Alright. A rogue wouldn't make a difference on the EU one. If I had a priest... If I had a priest, yeah, that would make a difference. I need to level a priest, I guess. If I want to help them. Need a planned player economy. Actually, that's exactly what I've designed for Engines of Fury. And I highly recommend reading the eof.gg/white paper on that. Because I've been encouraging other developers to study what I'm trying to do and steal it. Because if everyone does it, it's only going to benefit players, and it creates this whole secondary market for everything. Let me link it. And if you're interested in the back lore and stuff that I wrote for Engines of Fury, which is quite extensive, this will also be of interest to you. Assuming it loads. Hello? What's happening? Oh man, maybe our website's down. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. It's not loading. Okay, our website seems to be down. Nope. It's loading, just extremely slowly. Okay, it did work. Here you go. You tried to North Korea it once with self-sufficiency, but it was too much grind. Well, that's the thing. This isn't about a grind. This is about the players determining the marketplace of goods. And for any spending into the game to basically go back out to the players in addition to funding development. And also, it's used for a variety of things. So if you want to participate in the market, you'll have to spend some amount of the cryptocurrency, the Fury token. And it should be successful because there's also a token burn functionality added into it. Thus, it should, in the long run, sustain the value of the cryptocurrency as long as players are playing the game. It is a unique system. I've checked the economy numbers out to 10 years, and the value proposition is kind of insane for players. Assuming a spend of like $60. I've seen the potentiality, assuming you participate in the market and you periodically put items up onto the marketplace, and everyone does this. I've seen the potentiality to earn thousands of dollars a month for the very hardcore, and for players who are more low-key, who don't necessarily participate as much, they can earn, like, by the time they leave the game at the end and they sell all their stuff that they've accumulated, they could earn like $2,000 to $3,000, which is about equivalent to my experience with Magic the Gathering Online. That's sort of my goal, as I wanted to have that experience. I played Magic the Gathering Online mostly casually, but periodically I would get very hardcore into a set, and then I would play in their tournaments very frequently, and thus I accumulated a huge stockpile of cards. And that stockpile of cards was what I sold later on, like years later, and made like $1,500 out of it. Something like that. I'd have to look up the emails. I think I still have them saved somewhere. So the Fury token right now, I think, is like eating shit for whatever reason. I can't really tell. Yeah, it's like 3 cents per Fury. 3.5 cents per Fury. Which is not great. Especially since it's spiked to like $1 something on the first day, and then just like has been on a steady decline ever since. I think it's because our game isn't out, so that economy isn't doing what it needs to do. Like, there's no burn mechanic going on until we launch the game, and that market isn't there until we launch the game. But we're testing pieces of the economy now, so every purchase of Fury is just waiting for the game to launch. It really sucks, because that is not at all what I had in mind, and I was worried about doing this so early, but they had their reasons, and nobody listens to me on this stuff anyways. Well, I mean, they listen to me on the economy design and the tokenomics, but that stuff will not be in the game until the launch, so it has no impact yet, which is unfortunate. Anyways, it's a fucking absolute bargain at this price. A ridiculous bargain. If it wouldn't look improper, I'd probably purchase a bunch myself. But that would be like buying my own stock, which is not illegal, I guess. But it's not, I don't think that's a good look anyways. Actually, I have no idea. The cryptocurrency market seems to be the Wild West, so Hard to say. I don't even know if there's a legality around that. I would have to look before I do anything. Anyways, neither here nor there, and that was not financial advice. Do your own research, yada, yada, yada. But do read the white paper if you're interested in the lore for Engines of Fury, because I wrote a lot of really cool stuff in there. Stuff that won't be seen for, like, probably years to come. But it's there, waiting in the background for the greater universe of Engines of Fury. What's the rule of thumb for removing dead friends from your Facebook? Do you just leave them there forever? Like, as a reminder? Feels weird. Feels weird. Yeah, okay. Okay, I don't think that I'll be on the EU one, so I'm going to go for the NA one, which means I need to go to bed soon. You have no idea about cryptocurrency, to be honest. I've only seen market radical neoliberals posting about it, so I'm a bit suspicious. Yeah, you should be suspicious of it. However, I will say that Bitcoin has proven itself already basically to be a new type of global currency. I've seen it used, and I've used it myself to purchase things. And it is so easy and involves no fucking banks. And that's what scared the shit out of the banks. And that's why they made all those ETFs and they just accepted it. And now that's why they're all purchasing it in as large volumes as they can. And what we're seeing right now is they're trying to scare everyone away from Bitcoin. So they're doing these things that causes the market to shit itself. And because they've got these ETFs and people are now betting for it, against it, it'll fluctuate along with that. But I have never in my lifetime seen anything as consistently as consistent a store of value as Bitcoin has been, in terms of it. You purchase it at a certain time and you know that in X years it will have gone up some percentage. And in this case, it's been very explosive growth compared to everything else. It is a better store of value than gold. So again, this is not financial advice, but I've been begging people for years now to just get some Bitcoin somewhere. Just diversify into Bitcoin. Just DCA, purchase a little bit every month. Try to get to 1 Bitcoin, but I know that's not necessarily possible. In the long run, it could be. But the window of opportunity to be able to do that is definitely on its way out. So it's scary because I know that it's the banks that are purchasing all this shit. JP Morgan Chase and BlackRock and all the motherfuckers that we are trying to escape the financial system of are the ones purchasing. So it's not good. At some point, they will end up sort of controlling that market. But the best thing about Bitcoin is that they cannot control it. I have off-chain wallets, and if I need to make a purchase with Bitcoin, I can do so without anyone being able to interfere with that. And there's nothing they can do about it. They can't stop it. They don't control it. And that's the best part about all cryptocurrency. Well, almost all cryptocurrency. There's a lot of ones that the banks want to do their own CBDCs, central bank digital currencies, but fuck them. You live on German welfare, so your investing power is a bit limited. I know, but even if it's just a little bit, it's just a store of value. Think of it the same way as, like, I have some savings. Rather than leave it in cash, I'm going to purchase an asset that I believe will appreciate in value. And as long as you don't need that money for anything, it should be fine. Now, it is a volatile market, especially right now. But like what is it, a year ago, 2 years ago, Bitcoin was like 75,000 and now it went up to 108,000 and like it came down to 98,000 and they're like, "Oh, it's a market crash." If you bought it a year ago, you're up. This is a crash? Not to me. The other cryptocurrencies I can't vouch for. I have no idea. I haven't researched them nearly as thoroughly as I have Bitcoin, so I really don't have much to say about them other than I do own several, and I wish I just purchased Bitcoin instead, to be honest. So be mindful of that. There is only one Bitcoin, and there will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin. Anyways, none of this is financial advice. You have to do your own research. You have to understand your own finances and determine where you can and cannot do things. And it's none of my business anyways. But I do need to go to bed. And hopefully sleep off the rest of whatever is in my throat. I hope it doesn't spread to my lungs. Yeah, and I say this, I have no monetary gain at all from this. Like, I'm not selling anything here. I'm just saying, if you have an option to get Bitcoin, this is a good time. Because if this is the crash, if the crash is going from 108,000 to 98,000, after years and years of it going from like basically nothing to this, damn. But yeah. All right, I gotta go. Thank you all for joining me. Take care of yourselves. Don't do anything dumb. Don't do anything rash. Only spend what you can afford. Only invest what you can afford to lose. Always. This is not financial advice. All right, bye.
PB alert. The long-awaited moment has come. In universal agreement with the High Goblin Council of Traders, we are shorting Shellcoin. That's right. Get your shorts in now and dump tomorrow at 3 p.m. The scam's in. The Shellcoin's been bought. And now the rug pulling out are just rewards. Yeah. Just rewards for the goblins. Gobbling up that Shellcoin gold. Gobble, gobble, gobble that Shellcoin gold. Yeah.
This has been the Goblin APB Alert. We now return you to your regularly scheduled programming.